everything is going according to the plan. But as you all know, like, the time frame that I came into the job and getting prepared for this big tournament is basically it's a very short time period. I would really prefer to have more days, but I think the time that we had, I think we got the best out of everything. And a few more days to go, and looking forward for it. And then I think the final prep will be in Oman, playing these 3 practice games. So I think we are on the right track, and I have the full confidence of the boys that they will be in their peak when the tournament when we reach the tournament.
Coach, how do you take the tournament in Oman? Especially the quadrangular tournament. How do you look at that tournament?
It's I think those games are tough games for sure. They are the best. Best teams that in the market we are playing. It's a kind of a, I won't say a gamble, but it's a decent challenge. Before a big tournament. But I think looking at all the things that we have at the moment, I think that's the best way to go, because if we had more games and more competitions in the last 2-3 months, I would have preferred a lighter tournament. But given that we haven't played any high competitions in T20 cricket for the last 2 to 3 months, even more, I think it'll be good to have to play against strong teams and going into the tournament. And one more thing is important thing is that in the international cricket, like, there is nothing you can hide actually, nowadays with the TV and analyzing and all this stuff. So we also has to learn to adjust things, like, even somebody sees us or the team that we are going to play tomorrow, if we are playing today, we need to, it's all about that level, that on that day how well you played, how the better cricket that you play, a better team will win. So I think we also going to have to get into that mood. So overall, I'm happy how the tournament is set up.
We're playing against the teams that we are going to play in the tournament proper as well, in the qualifiers. So playing against them will not be about exposing ourselves before taking against them in the qualifiers. Do you think we are kind of get exposed with that sort of matches?
No, like I said, it's a kind of a challenge where, for me, it's I look at it in 2 different ways. One is that we are playing the best teams available in that tournament, and we can actually see who we are, when we play against Ireland and Oman and UAE. And the other thing is, I just want to see how, there are so many plans that we have. I just want to try different plans and see how we, fare, and then we can actually basically select the things that we want to do in the tournament. So I take it positively, what we have at the table.
What are your plans with the newcomers, especially Lokesh and Vivek?
They are very talented kids. I'm very happy to have them in the squad. We have few games before. I just want to, like I said, we're going to test our combinations and earlier, and then everybody, I want to give them an opportunity and see who comes through, and whoever in form will play. But they are very talented, and I'm sure, T20 future is bright when I see these youngsters in Nepal.
How have they fared in the training camp so far?
That everybody's working hard, but some of them miss a bit of time because of the COVID and all these other stuff. But we are managing well. So hoping everybody will be available in next few days for training.
Coach, leaving Sandeep aside, do you think we lack sharpness in our bowling attack this time around?
That's one area actually we worked very hard in the last 2 to 3 weeks. They are improving, slowly getting into where we want to. Of course, like we were behind, and now I think I'm happy how they have shape up in the last 2-3 weeks. And at the moment, if you ask me, we are around 60%. We are still need about 20-30% to improve in these next 10 days.
So what's your expectation from the bowling attack, especially? We've already seen Nepal doing something very good in from our batting department in our last tournament, but bowling has been a bit of shaky kind of situation for us. What are your expectations, especially with the fast bowlers?
I mean, there's enough talent in this group when you take even the fast bowlers and the bowlers that we are taking. Some of them are specialized T20 players who have not played even the last series and before. And you'll be surprised, how good they are, and then shaping up well. I just want to, at the moment, my whole focus is to get the best out of what we have. And if we can execute our plans properly and the bowlers are disciplined, we're going to get through, and we will have a very decent bowling attack. And spinners are shaping up well. All the fast bowlers are knowing what they need to do. So we are on the right track.
How do you interpret the two opponents in Oman? How do you interpret the two opponents in the league stage? I mean, Oman and Canada.
Oman is a seasoned team playing very decent cricket at the moment, and they are in the World Cup, and I would say that's a team to beat. There are things that we do even better than them as well, but there is an experience side, so we need to play our best cricket to get over them. Canada is a team where always they had good players, and they always in these tournaments they always do well. We need to again play our best cricket to beat any of these teams, and even when you talk about the Philippines, I don't want to take anyone light. This T20 game is you can't say that best teams only wins. Any one player, two player can actually make a difference on a day. So it's for us all about we play our best cricket every day.
Which, talking about the batting unit, we've seen improved performance from Nepal in the past tournaments as well. And even in the domestic tournament, we saw a lot of fighting from openers to the middle orders. So how do you take this internal competition to get into the team itself?
I'm in a way, I'm very surprised by what I saw when I came back, last month. When I left in 2015, the batting, I won't say we were struggling, but we didn't have that power hitting ability as what we have at the moment. So I'm impressed how the talent has grown up and abilities have grown up, skills have improved. And it's always good to have a competition within the group so that the best guys plays, the guys who are informed can play. I will have a choice to select. So it's good for Nepal cricket to have that competition. So the batting group is looking good.
How have you seen the options with part-time bowlers like Sarad, Dipendra, who are good with the bat and can contribute to the bowlers? How does it help in the team dynamics at the moment?
That's another advantage that we have. Dipendra bowls pretty well. Sarad can give few overs. Kusal Malla can give few overs. In the fast bowling department, Arif and Bibek can contribute in the bowling department. So we are pretty balanced. I think that's what we want, and I think we got those youngsters, and I think we're going to be a balanced bowling and batting unit.
Yeah.
The last time Nepal played World Cup was when you were at the helm, and this time we have got another opportunity, and this would be the only second time. So, how big of opportunity is this for you and the whole Nepalese cricket?
For me, getting into the World Cup is very, very important task at the moment. I know the ODIs, World Cricket League is happening, but at the same time, getting into a World Cup actually give us a boost into the whole system. The tournaments will come, the training opportunities will be there, and going into Australia and participating in that tournament, and the team that we have, actually I have confidence that we can compete in that tournament as well. So it's very important, like, you know, for Nepal to get in there. Having said that, also, like, you know, I just want to say that if you have a 14 team, 16 team qualifier, there's always, like, you know, room to lose or have one bad day here and there, so that still you can come back into the tournament. But when you're having a 4 team in a group, you can't have bad days. You have to, you know, play good cricket throughout that, like, you know, 4 days, and going into the semi-finals and through from semi-finals also. It's a bit of a tough tournament that we are going to play, but preparation wise, like I said, and the route that we have taken, I have full confidence, and to answer to your question, it's so important for Nepal to get into this World Cup.
But personally, I want to add a bit, because what I wanted to know is, personally, how big does this mean to you? Because the last time you qualified Nepal to World Cup, the cricketing scene of Nepal changed a lot. Like we can say, it came into the mainstream. So how big of challenge or opportunity is this for you personally? Because last participation as Nepal helped Nepal to get into the next level. But for you as a coach, as a person, because there is a lot of pressure on you saying Nepal needed someone better than you. There have been complaints from the fans as well. So how big of this challenge or opportunities for you personally?
There is no pressure on me, for sure. Whatever I do, I always push to the maximum, and wherever I work, I have done it, and I have the confidence of doing it again. It's just become my you know, normal day's work. So it's just another day for me. I'm every day that it come for me, I'm going to push my best to get the Nepal to the highest level, whatever the way I can. And I don't have any personal agendas or personal things that as a coach I need to do this and that. When I take a job, I give my 100% to the team. So I want to see everything, you know, best happen to that team. Whatever comes on my way, it's let it come. That's fine with me.